So for this question, the idea is on the shape rhombus. That is quite one of the favorite shape that that they like to have in exam. So the feature of rhombus will be all the sides are the same. So same length. And the opposite sides are parallel. So you still got to be using all the same property. And in this, so all the sides, opposite sides are parallel. And all are same length. All the length are the same. So there is an important feature again. So it will be the midpoint. So they still share the same midpoint, like the parallelogram. So we will use this to find the fourth coordinates if you need to. So the method is the same idea like the parallelogram question. But there's also another one. The diagonal is going to cut at 90 degrees. So parallelogram, the diagonal of a parallelogram doesn't cut at 90. So in this question, the parallelogram, the diagonal of a rhombus, they do cut at 90. So the diagonal are perpendicular. So in this case, right, the product of the gradient should be equal to -1. So this is the part that some of you may not know how to apply. So it will be, you will need this in this question, which is a rhombus question. You are expected to know the perpendicular in the middle. The question will not tell you. Sometimes they are kind enough, they will tell you. Okay, so if you observe this question, okay, that is how a rhombus look like. And B is on the x-axis, so it's something like something 0, which I will find out later. Okay, and they want you to find the first part is quite easy. The first part is just using the formula. So try to work it out. I'm not going to work it out. You should get the answer 1/6. Okay, then subsequently, your job is to find the gradient of AC. So gradient of AC is also quite simple. If you look, so gradient of AC, go and work it out. So if nothing goes wrong, you will get, I think you will get -2. You give it a try. Then the final part is you're supposed to find the whole equation, this equation. So if you still remember, if I want to find this equation, I need a gradient and a point. So I should make use of the perpendicular part here. So I should make use of this one. So the gradient of AC multiplied by the gradient of BD should be equal to -1. And I already gotten the gradient of AC. So use this and you can find the gradient. And when you can find the gradient, you use E as a point. Because E is sitting on the line BD. So you should use E as a point and you should try to get the equation. So see whether you get this equation. Then subsequently, your job is to find B. So actually, once you get the equation, so let's say I assume you can get the equation. To get B is quite easy. To get B, you just have to substitute y equal to 0 into the equation. And then to get D, you will apply the fourth coordinate idea, like the parallelogram. So you can let this be AB. And then area, shoelace. So you give it a try and see whether you can complete the whole question nicely. So you will find the midpoint is quite repetitive for the specific shape.